This is Huell Howser, and I have tried and tried and tried to come up with some kind of a hint to give you all about what tonight's story is all about, and I just hadn't been able to do it. So you'll just have to watch for what I promise will be a very exciting story. At least it was as far as I was concerned. How do y'all think I look today, ladies?
Crazy.
Crazy?
You look
Here, hold this
alive.
for just a minute.
You look... I thought you looked crazy.
Well, what can I say? You flipped out fine. This is it.
Well, it's Monday, and from time to time we like to have fun with our second half teases, so why not?
You would like a Tarzan suit or a leopard?
That was a Tarzan suit.
It was definitely a Tarzan yell or a weak facsimile of a Tarzan.
And those women, I just kind of pulled them off the street and asked them to stand there while we were filming. They had no idea I was going to give that yell, so that kind of caught them off guard.
Were you undergoing some kind of examination or something?
Well, there was a police car kept circling the block while we were filming that.
What was are we going to find out what was going on?
You don't have any idea what tonight's
I really
story.
don't.
And I didn't tell you on purpose because there's kind of a kicker at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to love tonight's story.
Well,
just wait and see.
I'll let you know about that.
Okay. Friday, I was out at the Opryland Hotel attending a national broadcasters luncheon, walked out by the pool area, and who was out there but Jim Fowler? Now, you know who Jim Fowler is.
The man with the animals.
The man with the animals
Alligator
on Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, and he's also on The Tonight Show a lot with all these exotic animals that he's always showing Johnny Carson. Well, I thought it'd be interesting to meet this guy. Ended up talking with him for an hour or two. He's a true animal expert, had several animals with him, including an African leopard. Like to invite all the animal lovers to sit back and enjoy themselves as we visit with Jim Fowler and his friendly leopard. I'm curious now. Of course, people see you on Wild Kingdom, but they also see you on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and I'm curious about that whole story about being on The Tonight Show with Johnny.
You know, Johnny's really a professional, and he's able to keep the action moving. For example, you're sitting here. I'm going to ask you to reach up and pet this, and you'll see. Go ahead and reach up and pet it because
Well, it looks a little...
he's fine. This is fine. This is one of the greatest leopards that you'll ever run across.
It'll be the only leopard I'll ever run across, Jim.
Now you're beginning to see a little the reaction Johnny has, and you handle that very well.
Yeah. Do you find yourself getting a little frustrated when your whole life is spent working with animals, yet you have to deal with people who sometimes, you know, don't really show as much intelligence as the animals do that you're working with?
That's a good question. Now, the point is, I really am fascinated by people, and I think that I think in order for the world of humans and people to have a quality of life, we have to include the animal world with us. And I honestly am very excited about the future of human beings, and I really enjoy people, obviously, a lot more than I do animals. If I didn't, something might be a little wrong with
Sometimes,
me.
though, I get the feeling, though, that...
Oh, whoa! Here, let me interview you. There we go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll come back a little later and we'll see. There we go. A word from our sponsor.
Jim, I like animals, but that's ridiculous.
I've got some good insurance for you, by the way. Mutual of Omaha is